I think that the good people always leave Earth sooner. The spirit knows, but the flesh doesn't. And the way they lived was like they were only going to be here a short time. There was a lot of love, it was a lot of laugh, a lot of good times, and then they're gone. And then they're gone. So I think he takes the good ones. This is my mom. This is my mom. I probably was about 7 years old when this picture was taken, and she worked in our elementary school. At 9 years old, my mom was tragically killed in a house fire, and our life changed dramatically. I can remember the day of the fire and everybody being an emotional mess downstairs. My little brother, he was hiding in the closet, crying. And I acted like my mom. I can remember tears rolling down my face, but me consoling him, saying it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. And like she died so quick and so fast, the casket was closed and that was it. That was it, and I carried that around. I carried it around. I mean, I just wanted to perform well. I was not a kid anymore. I was a grown little 9-year-old trying to make sure the family stayed together. And I did. I did that for a long time. I remember days after my mom died and her siblings telling my grandparents that they were too old and they didn't need any kids. She told them if she got tired, she would let them step in. So at that point, that's where my compulsive and obsessive behavior came in. I think that my grandma was really traumatized by the death of my mom, but she had to still live because there was 6 of us. But a light bulb went out for her. When I found my first love, all that obsession went into being with this guy. He happened to be experimenting with drugs, heavy drugs, cocaine. And that's how I got addicted. That's how I got addicted, just hanging out and looking for love, trying to fill a void. I was on drugs heavily and got pregnant in my addiction, and my grandma's dying of cancer. I lost all control. Fear of not even knowing what it would be like to be a mom, and the fear of my only stability is gonna be gone. How am I gonna do this? She died about maybe 3 months before I surrendered to rehab for the first time. And 4 months after that, my grandpa died. I didn't know what to do. I didn't have mom or dad. Mom and dad was gone. Grandparents were gone. My addiction took over. It took over. And it took over for years. This was a period of time in my life that the kids were home and I was clean and sober. I probably still was involved with DCS, but it was a happy time in our life. And this is my only son and my first grandbaby, Aviana. I found out about a program that you can stay up to 6 months and the kids could possibly be reunited to me in this program. So I went to the Charis house and I got to know this loving, forgiving, caring God. Thank you, and I praise you. I praise you in the midst of sorrow, in the midst of happy times, in the midst of the unknown, God. I still praise you. It's in Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Charis House paid for me to seek therapy. And once I got into therapy, she was able to take me back to that 9-year-old girl who had lost her mom and incorporate my girls into the therapy as well. It was freedom from my failures, my weakness, the defeat. Like, I had a reason for all of those poor choices. I had a reason. like undealt with trauma, and it gave me freedom. It gave me the freedom to walk in the love of Jesus Christ, to walk into a new destiny, a new life, to be a mom to my kids that I never have, with boundaries and rules. I didn't parent from guilt.
They were so open arms to us. They took us in, and they were just flexible with everything concerning us. If we came for the weekends, they had rooms that accommodated us. We rode horses for the first time ever. It was so many activities that we got to do because she was at the Charis house.
I think it just really spoke to like, listen, we need this. We need her to get clean. We need our family back together. We need it all.
The whole experience opened up my mind more. It made me want to be more present in the community because I seen how people were being present at the Charis house. It was a great experience overall.
The role that Charis House plays in the community, I think, is vital. I think that's such an underserved population when I think of women, and then just women with children. With Sherry having that option of being able to bring her daughters in with her, I think alleviated a lot of the stress. Sherry is an example of real change because it has taken hold, it's taken root, and she's still carrying the message and doing what God has called her to do.
I'm really being called to help those girls whose babies have been taken. My heart is for the DCS girls. Even today, 9 years clean and sober, I still can go to Charis house if I need to. I'm grateful for the program. Saved my life.